Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing the maintenance stuff on the Jetta, and today's project is going to be new spark plugs, new ignition coils, and since we got to take it off to get to them anyway, we're going to also clean the air filter. So stick around, let's continue working maintenance projects on the car. Alright, so just to give you a quick background on what we're working with. The spark plugs I replaced 2.5 years ago. In those 2.5 years, the car has only been driven 7,800 miles. So it's not that much driving, but I'm not one to leave spark plugs. In my BMW, I change them out every year. So to have these at 2.5 years on this car, at some point it's like, it's just been getting at me. So I'll be replacing them again with NGK Spark Plugs, like the ones that are on there right now. The ignition coils are actually the original ones for the car. So they're already 13 years old. Mind you, I am not having any misfire issues with them right now, but I don't want to wait for them to start giving me misfires for me to replace them. I'm already having to take them out to replace the spark plugs, so I might as well just replace them with new ones. They're not that expensive, so why not? You're already there. And then the air filter, well, I actually cleaned that one about 1.5 years ago. I actually made a video on how to do that when I first started this YouTube channel, so I'll put the link in the description there. Alright guys, so here we go. We have the NGK part number 6737s. We have 5 of them, of course. These are the same spark plugs that I have on there. They have never failed me. They are looking good. And then these are the coils that I'm putting on. I remember when the Audi R8 came out, there was a big uproar when these red coils came out. It was said that they put out so much more voltage, that you feel more power, etc. So this was actually a very, very popular upgrade back in the day, to go ahead and change out your coils to these red ones. Whether they make more voltage or not, I have no idea. I honestly didn't bother doing the research because to me it doesn't matter. This is not my fun racing car. That's what my BMW is for. This one is just, I want it to be a reliable daily driver, but I just saw these were the same price as the black one, so I said, you know what, it doesn't hurt anything to have them. I got all this stuff from FCP Euro, of course, lifetime warranty. This is not a sponsored video. I did buy these myself. All right guys, so first step is to take the air filter assembly / engine cover off. I want to go ahead and clean this air filter now so that it has enough time to dry before I go and reassemble everything. So I'm not going to show you guys all that stuff because again, I've already made a video on it. So I'll put that down in the description again. But let me show you a before and after of the air filter. So left side here is the before, right side here is the after. Take a look at that difference. Now let's fast forward to this being off. All right, the air filter has been cleaned and it's now drying outside in the sun. That gives us enough time to knock this out. With that said, what we have to do now in order to get the ignition coils out is that we first have to deal with the harness. You see here that it routes over from this side and it wraps around towards the front here. So what we're going to do is that we're actually going to pull all the ignitions up slightly, and then we'll be able to slide off the connectors outside. You can't do it here because it doesn't give you enough space to slide them back with the ignition coils all the way down. You'll see what I mean. All right, now you see what I mean by having them up. With them up in the air, you have enough space to slide out the connectors. So let's do that now. You're going to knock out all 5 of them at the same time. Now the harness is out of the way. Now you can go ahead and pull off your ignition coils. Okay guys, we're at the point now that we can go ahead and start pulling off the spark plugs, so let's do that real quick. I always like to knock them loose by hand and then I'll use the electric wrench. That's just my preference. Okay, I just wanted to take a look at the original stuff. So these are the spark plugs. I was looking through the gaps on all of them and the condition of the ceramic and the electrodes, and they look phenomenal. There's very, very minimal wear on the electrode. Credit, of course, to the fact that it's only been driven for 7,800 miles. But if you notice here on the ignition coils, cylinder 1, look at that, there's actual oil on them. And that's from the leak of the valve cover gasket around this spark plug tube hole. If you see there the discoloration, that is dried oil. but that's a drop right there, and you see it was starting to get to the spark plug here. That discoloration is dried oil. So this was not too far away from starting to give me misfire issues. And I think that also cylinder 5, you see that there, that's dried oil, and I know that that's not from before I replaced the valve cover gasket back in 2016, because I cleaned all these coils just in case. I just wanted to show you on the new coils how they have a rubber coating most of the way down on the tube. And there's a purpose for this. It's not just for looks. I've seen this on a lot of modern coils. This coating is there to eliminate the possibility of arcing from a short in the tube going down to the spark plug onto the cylinder head. So you're covered the whole thing with rubber, and it's going to keep the electricity in here. You're not going to have any arcing problems that can cause all kinds of gremlins in your engine computer. So this is a really good thing here. Okay, the spark plugs are in. Now, just remember to go ahead and drop the harness in place. Okay, now that we finished all the work, let's just go ahead and start it. Make sure everything idles correctly. Nobody behind me. Nope. Woohoo! All right, guys, so we are out here on a test drive. I just wanted to make sure everything was good with this after the new parts went on. And so far, everything is feeling great. Dang, that sounds good. Anyway, I hope this tutorial helped you guys figure out if you want to take on the project of doing your spark plugs and coils. You see, it's not difficult. It is extremely easy, and all the links for the parts that I used are down below. Again, it's not a sponsored video. I paid for them myself, but I try to help you guys figure out if you want to take on these kinds of projects or not, and save you a whole lot of money. So with that said, guys, I hope you liked it, and if you did, please give me a like, consider subscribing. And like I always say, more projects coming your way for the F10 and the Jetta. Thank you all so much.